So I made this video a couple days ago now, and I was kind of on the fence about posting it. But I keep getting messages about what I'm ordering, if I'm gonna get a links, this and that. So I'm gonna post it. I don't really go into the sleds much in detail, but if you guys have any other questions about something I didn't cover, drop it in the comments and I can cover it in a daily vlog. Anyway, here it is. All right, what's going on YouTube? Have quite a few requests for this video. So today I'm going to talk about the new 2022 Ski-Doos and maybe get into what I might be ordering for next season, which I actually haven't really decided yet. I typically order last minute, but we'll see if we could kind of make a bit of a decision while going through all these models. There's a lot to cover, so I'm kind of quickly just going to go over everything instead of making a 20-minute video talking about every single model. But I'll quickly cover the Freeride, the Summit, quickly go over the trail sleds, and then talk about the links as well. So first, I just want to say the two sleds that I had this year, the 146 Freeride and the 154 Turbo Freeride, both have been amazing sleds. And honestly, I don't think I could pick a favorite between the two. They each shine in their own way. The 146 is a super playful sled. It's a ton of fun just to go out there and screw around, do bow ties, re-entries, hop-overs, stuff like that. It's really a lot of fun, you know, just wheelies forever. And then the 154, the turbo is so addictive, and you know, it's nice to have that extra power up there at elevation, and it does work a lot better in the trees than the 146 does, and then it's also playful. So I really don't think I could pick a favorite between the two. And for next year, I feel like I need the same track lengths again. Either that or get a 146 and a 165, or I don't know. I've got so many ideas what I might want to do for next year. We'll have to see how things play out over the next month or so here. But let's get into the new models. So let's start off with the new Freeride, since we are Freerider Filmz here. I don't really think there's much new with the Freeride this year, but I do have to say I'm in love with the color scheme. I really like it. You know, you can't please everyone with color, but you get a thumbs up from me. So yeah, not much new on the Freeride this year. I do see that the sleds now come standard with the link attachments, which is, you know, I don't know why they didn't before, because pretty much every single person I know runs link attachments, so you know, sled may as well just come with it. Anyway, yeah, Freeride, love it. Moving on to the Summit with Expert. No, not that one. All right, let's get into the Summit X with Expert package here. I'm super intrigued on this sled for technical riding with that new 34-inch ski stance. The only drawback I kind of might see with it is you might pay for your mistakes a little bit more with that narrower ski stance. But I'm going to put my trust in Ski-Doo and say they wouldn't have done this if it wasn't beneficial. You know, this isn't going to be your everyday sled. This is a technical riding sled for sure. But I think it would work really well in the trees, especially for the tree riding that I like to do. So the Summit Expert is definitely something I'm weighing heavily for one of my options next year. All right, moving on to the Summit Edge. I think this is a great addition to the lineup for an in-season model. If you missed out on spring ordering and decide you want to pick up a sled that comes with some great options like the Expert Tunnel, Shot, and the newer Spindle style. Next, I want to cover the Backcountry XRS. This is the sled I would own if I only rode in Ontario for sure. Blast up the trail, then you see a nice meadow or something on the side, go off and play in it, and then you can still do some good trail riding as well. I would get it in the 146. It does come in a 154 as well. And then you've got a bunch of different tracks options from 1.6 to 2.5 inch, depending on what track length you go with. You can, you know, it has the shot start. So some cool features of both the Summit side and the trail sled side that make up a pretty cool sled. And the colors are the same as the Expert, which I also really like. All right, next you got the Mach Z. Pretty cool that Ski-Doo brought this sled back this year. I know the fans have been itching for this for years. They always think it's coming, and this year they delivered. They brought it out, 180 horsepower, turbo 900. You've got launch control. It's lowered. It's got smart shocks. It's just it'll just be a really fast sled, and it's pretty cool they brought it back. You know, if I was like a collector of Skidoo sleds and had a bunch of money, I'd probably add this thing to the collection. But I don't have a bunch of money, and that's not gonna happen. So, super cool. I'd love to get out on it, but I won't be owning one. Next up, you got the MXZ XRS. I kind of know I'm only covering like the top of the line for each model, but if I was to buy one of the trail sleds, it would be the XRS or Mach, or, you know, the top of the line sled. So that's what I'm going to talk about. Definitely another sled I'd like to have if I just rode on Ontario. Either I'd have two sleds. I'd have like a Backcountry or a Summit 146, and then an MXZ XRS as well, just for those trail days when you want to do a lot of miles and cover some ground. So quickly going over the 2022 models here, I think the two sleds that I'd be most inclined to buy would be the Freeride 146 again, and then a Summit X Expert package, but in a 165. Kind of break up the track length a little bit farther. So then we have the really playful sled, and then we have, you know, the climbing technical mountain sled. And the Expert package would be a turbo, definitely. All right, guys, next we'll go over the links. And there has been a ton of people message me and comment saying, I need to buy a Lynx. Am I buying a Lynx? And I just don't know yet. The two packages that are available in the Boondocker DS are the 154 with the 2.5-inch track, or the 165 with the 3-inch track. Not a ton of options this year, probably because of first year and build numbers, but you know, maybe more will be available in the future. The rear skid on this sled definitely has me intrigued. I heard it works well, and I'm sure it does, as you watch those guys out in Sweden just send it on these things. So I would like to try it, and I would probably buy it, but I think the model I would like is the Boondocker RE, the 146-inch length. Unfortunately, that's not really available here yet, anyway. But yeah, I think I'd like the Lynx as my playful sled, and then the Summit Expert as my technical riding sled. So I'm not sure what I'll do yet. It looks like I probably won't be buying a Lynx this year, but things may change. There's still some time left to decide what we're gonna do. We got a month at least, so yeah. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you today. Hopefully what I said made some sense, but I'm getting tired of talking here now. I mean, this is probably gonna be a short video, but I've been talking for probably over 20 minutes. I have to say things over and over again to get it to where I want it to be, because I'm not a great speaker, but hopefully it made some sense. It's looking like the sleds I'm gonna want is the 146 Freeride and the 165 Summit Expert, but I've got some other ideas I'm playing with here. We'll have to see what happens. You guys will find out someday, but until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.